Wentai Aidan T1616 opinion. Wentai doesn't intend to enter the retail market with the Aidan T1616. The OEM prices Wentai shared with me are confidential, so I unfortunately can't state them. What I can state is that should this product find its way to the retail market, expect pricing to be similar to the Corsair AX1600i. Plus, tolerant to high operating temperatures. High overall performance, but not close enough to the AX1600i. Tight plus 12V load regulation. Good ripple suppression. Good transient response, especially at plus 12 volts. Efficient. Greater than 70% efficiency with 2% load. Efficient 5 VSP rail. Good build quality. Low inrush currents. Low vampire power. Long hold-up time. Accurate power OK signal. Large number of provided cables, connectors. 2x EPS and 8x key connectors. 12 AUG AC power cord with IC19 coupler. Minus. Increased ME emissions at low frequencies. Short EPS and 8TX cables. DC power sequencing has problems, 3.3V rail higher than 5V. Power on time is greater than 150 ms. The PSU cannot handle the full load with 100V input and 110% load with 115V input. Weird efficiency drop with 20W load. Noisy operation. Low PF with 230V input. Load regulation at 3.3V and 5V is not that tight. No selectable semi-passive operation. No digital communication with the system. In general, the new Wentai platform is very efficient and scores high enough in our overall performance chart, but not to where it can pose a threat to the Corsair AX1600i. Both build and soldering quality are good, but I did notice some wire bypasses in my sample, which means the design is not finalized yet, so performance could be improved further. A major disadvantage is the average noise output level, which is quite high as the fan spins at very high RPMs, especially under full load. Given the platform's high efficiency levels, there is no need for such an aggressive fan profile. Another issue I discovered is that the PSU stopped working with 110% load at 115V input and even 100% load with 100V input. This is an issue that needs to be addressed. It is unacceptable for such a high-end PSU to fail to deliver its full load with 100V input. When it comes to efficiency, the PSU scored very high under both normal and light loads. On top of that, it topped the 5 VSP efficiency chart. Moreover, efficiency with 2% load and 115V input was higher than 70%, which has it meet upcoming 8TX specification requirements. Load regulation at 12V is tight, but not all that tight at 5V and loose at 3.3V. Ripple suppression is good, but the Corsair AX1600i beats it at plus 12V. The transient response is also quite good, mostly at plus 12V. However, PF with 230V input is quite low, which needs addressing. Its hold-up time is long, and the power OK signal is accurate. When it comes to the other PSU timings, the power on time, T1, is higher than 150 ms, which can cause compatibility problems with many main boards. At the same time, the power OK delay, T3, is very close to the required limit for alternative sleep mode. DC power sequencing is problematic. According to the ATX specification, the 3.3V rail should be equal or lower than the other two rails, 12V and 5V, at all times, which is not the case with the 3.3V rail being higher than the 5V rail. The number of cables, connectors is adequate, with 2 EPS, 8 key, and plenty of peripheral connectors, all of which have 16 AWG gauges. It is strange to see 16 AWG gauges on peripheral connectors. The distance between peripheral connectors is short. These should at least be 150 mm apart. Finally, the ATX and EPS cables are very short for such a high-end PSU, as it will most likely be used in a large case. Apparently, Wentai chose to equip it with shorter cables for evaluation purposes, as it increases efficiency. Another disadvantage of the Wentai unit is that it doesn't have a communication bridge with the system. Thus, it cannot be monitored and/or controlled through software, which the Corsair AX1600i supports. Moreover, the OEM prices Wentai shared with me are very high, so I don't see any major brands using this unit for the time being. It surely has lots of potential, but the platform needs work to reach AX1600i performance levels, and the production cost needs to be reduced notably to allow for lower price tags.